Everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna play some more Rockin' X Heart. So day 3 just released a few days after I upload day 2. So let's begin. It's a Yandere day in Senpanch. I'm glad we end up together. Theirs treat me very badly. You're the only one who hasn't looked at me with disgust or repulsion. That doesn't matter. I'm Kairo. What's your name? Lion. Lion, nice name. We could talk after class if you don't mind. Almost a year of classes and you never talked to him. That's too bad. Day 1. You're in your room. You just woke up. It's 6 a.m. and you have to get ready for school. You don't really care, and it's the last week before vacation. And you don't care about vacation either. You won't be doing anything. Your friends will go to trips or go to a party. You don't like parties, nor do you have money to travel. So they never include you in those activities. Well, someone just kidnaps me in their car. It's like, we're going on a trip. Where to? McDonald's. I shouldn't even go to school anymore. They already gave me my grades. They could always change them. You outside and Rockin throw off the blankets. Suddenly, a very loud scream makes you jump immediately. Why, your little friend came to pick you up. Immediately sit up and put on the first thing you find in your closet. Little friend, who are you referring to? You go down the stairs and your mom is waiting for you, along with the white-haired boy with blue highlights. It was your classmate, Kairo. You didn't talk to him much, but he was nice. He didn't have many friends either, since he was kind of a nerd and talked way too much. But he's adorable nerd. Either way, you don't know what he's doing at your house. Hi, Kairo. Hi, Kairo. Why are you here? Kairo said he wanted to walk you to school and talk to you about something. How awkward. I guess that's fine. Yes, so shall we go? Don't worry. I'll buy you breakfast. It's the least I could do for coming without warning. Yeah, let's go. The two of you leave and walk straight to the school together in silence for a few seconds until Kairo speaks. So I saw you post on Facebook. You want to start a band. Can I join? I know a lot about music. About a lot? He means nothing. Oh no, I have completely forgotten about the post. I thought no one had seen it, and I think I imagined I deleted it. Oh well, it's just No, you're right. I'm not cool enough to be in the band. But if you let me, I could learn to play an instrument. Did he say he knew a lot about music? Yeah, he doesn't know anything. He just wants to be with us. He just knows us. Either way, the band thing sounds fun. Maybe I could bring it back if this guy is so interested. Sure, you could join. Although, there isn't much anyone yet, so you're the first member. You're the first mate. You really didn't know how you were going to do this. You had completely forgotten about it. But now you commend yourself to this guy. You watch as a smile full of excitement and a hint of shyness forms on Kairo's face. I promise I won't disappoint you, Lion. You and Kairo stopped at a small cafe before getting to school to have breakfast. Kairo guides you to the table for two. This is somewhat awkward, and you and Kairo barely talked. And he seemed so calm about everything, as if it were his everyday routine. Sit down and order whatever you want. There's still 1 hour before class starts. Okay. You sat together and ordered your food. While you waited, you talked with Kairo for a bit. The truth is, I've always thought you and I could be good friends. Although, I was too embarrassed to talk to you if we weren't working on school projects together. I See, this feels like a date, don't you think? I mean, it feels like it's not a date. It's a date. It's a nice date. Well, if this is a date, it's a very nice one. You have a little laugh when you notice his nervousness. You think he's cute in his own way. Really, phew, I thought I had scared you. You're getting my hopes up. Be careful, I could start falling in love with you. Just kidding. Oh, he's already in love with us, that's why. And the food has arrived. Kairo calms down a little now they can change the subject of the conversation. Did he just get more adorable? He watched Kairo calmly eat his pancakes and noticed the curious shape of his mouth, front teeth. They were slightly pointed and came together, forming a shape of a heart. Okay, I need to go. Your teeth are pretty. Your teeth have a very curious shape. They look like a heart. They're cute. Cute? Do you really think so? Yeah, they make you look like a little bunny. No offense personally, I think they make you look adorable. Kairo's cheeks turned soft shade of pink and he didn't say anything else. You both finished your breakfast and Kairo paid for everything. It took him a while to relax after he mentioned his teeth. Alright, let's go to school now. We'll be late if we don't hurry. A couple hours later. ... You were walking around the school thinking about the band. You already had Kairo, but you were still missing members. You sat on the stairs and began sketching something in a notebook. Lion, are you going to make posters? I can help you. You were startled when you saw Kairo. You hadn't noticed his presence. He's been stalking us the entire day. What do you mean? You could get straighten yourself up and sigh and leave when you see that it's only Kairo. I also know some people who would play music and stuff. That'd be great. But do you know how to play, or do I have to? But do they know how to play, or do I have to teach them to? Aaron looks somewhat embarrassed that you point out the fact that he doesn't know how to play. Yeah, they do. I think he plays the guitar. His name is Virgil. I want to ask you for something. Don't pay too much attention to him. He tries to hit on every pretty girl, so if he approaches you, just ignore him and tell me if he makes you uncomfortable or anything. It's like, yeah, I like his facial expressions. Please. Okay. He's talking in a strange protective way. No possessive. No, it sounds more like something possessive. Possessive. Nah, it can't be. All 3 in 1. Nah, it can't be. Kairo doesn't seem like that kind of guy. I guess he just wants to protect me from his friend. Well, okay, Kairo. And don't worry, I know how to take care of myself. Yeah. I just want to make sure. So, is it okay if we see each other tomorrow? Sure, I'll be waiting for you guys tomorrow afternoon. Yeah. Well, I have to go. Go now. Take care, YN. Goodbye. You go back home after school. You're alone, your parents had gone out. You go to your room without paying much attention to anything. You throw yourself onto your bed and start checking your phone. You start looking for sheet music for a song you like. If you're going to see each other tomorrow, you had to have something prepared. ... A thought crosses your mind as you browse the internet. Your mind turns to Kairo. He came to my house. How does he know where I live? Well, about that. I never told him. I must be overthinking it. I better go to sleep. Day 2. You wake up in the morning and go to school. You turn off your alarm and get up currently as always. You grab some random outfit from your closet and go downstairs. You calmly walk towards the school with your headphones on. You don't pay much attention. You absorb the combination of music and the tiredness you still carry. Guess we haven't had our caffeine yet. Out of nowhere, you feel someone touch your shoulder from behind. It scares you quite a bit, so you stay still. You stay still and carefully turn around to see who was there. When you turn around, you see Kairo with a smile on his face. He's always seemed so happy to see you. Hey, Wyan, are you on your way to school? Can I walk with you? Sure, we can walk together. I live a few blocks away. I used to take another route, but yesterday I realized that the way is shorter through here. And the best part is I get to run into you. We could go together every day. Sure. And plot twist, he probably was on the other side of the town. Alright, let's go to school. I have several ideas for the band. And you could help me convince Virgil to join. He hasn't agreed? No, but maybe he'll say yes to you. I see, well, let's go. You attend the classes as usual. Kairo would give you unreadable looks from the other side of the classroom, although you ignored him. After attending your classes, you go out for break. Kairo runs towards you outside the classroom, running so fast that he crashes into you, but quickly recovers. Wyan, come with me. I'll take you to Virgil. We can stop by the cafeteria first if you're hungry. My treat. Okay. You walk together to the cafeteria. You sit on the bench and wait for Kairo to finish buying something. Once he comes back, he stands in front of you looking at you with those orange eyes that reveal something more than kindness. He extends his hand towards you, holding a fluffy chocolate muffin. Here, I got you muffin. Eat it. You haven't eaten anything all day. Don't worry, it's all poisoned. I wasn't worried about that. Now I am. Kairo smiles at you. His eyes settle on yours and suddenly scan your face, as if he were trying to read your thoughts. Really? Thanks. You didn't have to. I have my own money. Kairo lets out a little laugh. I try to be a gentleman. Besides, it would be very rude of me to let you, young lady pay. I don't know whether to feel offended or grateful. I guess thanks. You smile at Kairo. Your smile was genuine, something that even surprised you, since you had thought Kairo was kind of weird. But the idea was fading away. He seems very harmless. ... Kairo and you walk around the school for a few seconds. He was guiding you, since you were looking for that Virgil guy. You were in a complete silence, and whenever you glanced at Kairo, you noticed that he was also constantly looking at you. And we just walking around in circles, as if he wanted to make sure you were okay. You also noticed how his cheeks always turned a soft shade of pink whenever he caught you catching him looking at you. For a millisecond, you thought that maybe, just maybe, Kairo cared about you. It must be your imagination. I mean, you knew the guy, but only barely. And the idea of being his friend wasn't so unpleasant. He seemed like a good guy, and it seemed like he needed some company. He was very lonely, and he saw you as a friend, even if to you he was just your classmate. All right, Wyan, let's introduce you to Virgil. He'll be our guitarist. Virgil, meet Wyan, my leader, our leader. It's like, yeah, I'm his owner. Virgil looked at you for a few moments, analyzing you before speaking. So you're Wyan, right? Nice to meet you. He says in a friendly tone. You imagine him being more rude because of the way Kairo acted whenever he mentioned him. But the guy seems pretty nice. So band, look, I feel flattered, but I'm already in a band, and we're really great. But maybe you could convince me to join. Please, Virgil. Well, if I don't like the first rehearsal, I'm leaving. Hey, but if you're already in a band, you don't have to join, it's okay. Nah, I was lying. He lets out a little laugh and then takes out his phone. He unlocks it and hands it to you. Put your phone number in, please, so we can coordinate. You gave Virgil your number. Something completely normal, right? But in Yandere logic, no it isn't. But Yandere logic it isn't. And that face says, yeah, it's not normal to him. But when you look up, he knows Kairo frowning. He looks away and speaks almost in a whisper that can barely be heard. Why does he need to have your number? You get confused, probably. He thinks you didn't hear him. Because we're classmates now? What's wrong with that? Virgil. Because we're classmates now? We're bandmates. Technically, yeah, we're now classmates. He's now my last period. I don't make the rolls. Virgil also seems confused, even a little uncomfortable, you could say. Nobody expected that kind of reaction from Kairo. No, nothing. So, see you this afternoon, guys? Yeah, of course. Sure, I'll bring a pizza. We'll have something to eat, right? Virgil lets out a little laugh, ignoring Kairo's previous comment. You keep thinking about it. What was the comment? He's acting weird. Maybe they just don't get along very well. I don't think he gets along with anyone when it comes to us. The bell to return to class rings. Virgil says goodbye to the two of you with a friendly smile and not waves his hand in the air before disappearing down the hallways. You and Kairo return to your classroom. Took it to your classes. The day goes by as usual. You arrive home and wait for the boys to arrive. You set up the speakers and your microphone, along with a bass that you were going to use to teach Kairo how to play. Since your mother used to have a band, you have several instruments, so there's no need to worry about that. You sit in a plastic chair while you wait. You can't help but think about Kairo. You've been thinking about him lately. But it was because you thought the way he acted around you was strange. He was kind and generous. You didn't complain about that. But why did he talk about Virgil with such hatred? Or why the heck did he know your address before you had even had a normal conversation with him? Well, because of stalking. He had been avoiding those thoughts for the past 2 days, but it wasn't something you could simply ignore. I don't know what's wrong with Kairo. He acts so nervous all the time. And he always tries to give me things or serve me. He's cute. Out of nowhere, the thought makes you brush fiercely, crossing your mind like a bullet. He's cute. Actually, it's pretty cute how he's always so attentive. I wouldn't be surprised if he would told me he liked me. It wouldn't be much of a problem for me. He's adorable. Maybe we're starting to like him a little. Out of nowhere, you couldn't stop thinking about him. His orange eyes, his soft white hair, and the particular shape of his teeth. They made his smile charming. Just as you were lost in your thoughts about Kairo, you hear footsteps approaching from outside, and when you look out, you see Kairo and Virgil. Hello. I was kind of lost, but I ran into Kairo. He knows the route very well. Yeah, very well. He also knows the route to my bedroom, probably. I actually know that from the previous video. Hello, YN. We're here. Kairo looks exhausted and breathing heavily, but smiles widely when he sees you. Come in. Kairo, do you want a glass of water? You look like you ran a marathon. Kairo brushes even more than he already was. When you show concern for him, you notice him fidgeting with his hands and looking away. Yes, please. Thank you, YN. You're always so nice. Meanwhile, I'll take out my guitar. So you have an amplifier? Of course. Take whatever you need. I think I have everything necessary. Great. That'll make things easier. You go inside your house to get a pitcher of water and a few glasses for the three of you. You calmly fill the pitcher where you feel someone's presence. Of course, it's Kairo. Hey, YN, do you need any help? Well, you can help me with the glass if you want. Okay, is there anything else you need? Kairo speaks in a soft, helpful voice. He seems much calmer than he was a few moments ago. He turned around to continue filling the pitcher with water. Don't worry, that's all. There was a silence for a moment. The only sound was the water falling into the pitcher. Until you finish and turn around. Ah! I'm sorry I scared you. Forgive me, Wyan. Kairo looked away for a moment, embarrassed that he scared you. But what he had to say seemed more important than his own embarrassment. I just wanted to ask you something, okay? Kairo's voice was chilling, soft, and he was so close to you that you could feel his ragged breathing against your face. It's just that Virgil has taken interest in you. Don't misunderstand me. I just want to protect you. He's not as nice as he seems, so you're not going to return his feelings, right, Wyan? You're worth more than that, right? I won't. Okay, Kairo, I'll be careful. If he tries anything weird, I'll tell him to screw off, don't worry. I'll be fine, and if I'm not, I'll tell you. We're friends. Kairo's eyes seem to sparkle as he places his hand on your shoulder. Of course we're friends. I'm so happy that you trust me. I mean, I knew you'd say that. I worked so hard to earn your trust, and I can see it working. I'll keep working even harder, Wyan. His hand keeps gently stroking your shoulder with a tenderness that you never imagined someone as clumsy as him could have. It makes you feel strangely relaxed and safe, along with the sweetness of his soft voice and the intensity of his orange eyes. And one pink. I'll be such a good friend that you won't need any more friends. I promise. Well, even so, I'm not saying you should treat Virgil badly. The three of us can still be good friends. After he told me that I'd only want you as a friend. Oh, so you have no idea what to think about all this. Of course it was weird. Really weird. It gave you chills. But he seemed genuinely worried. Damn it. Even so, he's starting to scare me a little. And but he's cute. I have a serious talk with him later. Hey, let me help you with the pitcher if you want. Kairo takes the water pitcher from your hands, and you realize you've been trembling. You take a short breath and try to compose yourself. Okay, let's go back outside, alright? Yeah, let's go. Hey guys, you took a while in there. Everything okay? Yeah, I was not allowed to be your friend anymore. Everything's fine, don't worry. Yeah, we almost spilled the water. Oh, I did. You say as you sit down and glance at Virgil, quickly looking away again. At least I would. Well, do you guys want to start practicing? Of course. I'm more than ready. I've been brought a list of songs we could start getting familiar with each other. I think the songs can wait. We need to teach Kairo how to play first. Yeah, that sounds good. So when am I going to play? Kairo slips back into his clumsy gentle tone of voice as he looks around the garage. How about the bass? Yeah, how about bass, Kairo? I know how to play it too, so I could teach you. Okay, sounds good to me. I'll work really hard. Can we start right away? The faster I learn, the better, right? Sure. First, we need to explain the basics. You spend a while chatting, explaining basic music theory to Kairo. Then there are a good while trying to get him to hold the instrument properly. It was actually pretty fun. It was hilarious watching Kairo stare at the street music as if it was ancient hieroglyphs. And that annoying. I don't blame him. And then watching Virgil get frustrated and throw himself into a chair. Despite everything, teaching him wasn't nearly as difficult as you had expected. In just 2 hours, Kairo was already able to play a decent melody. He was so excited. His smile was obvious every time he repeated a melody correctly without making a mistake. He almost forgot about what happened in the kitchen. Almost. Keyword almost. This is so much fun. I always thought learning music was going to be much harder. Thank you both so much, seriously. But it was nothing, Kai. So, do you guys want to eat now? Because I do. I'm starving. The three of you take a break, and Virgil orders a pizza. You go, Wyan. Enjoy. Carol holds out a slice of pizza to you, while Virgil doesn't wait and starts eating. You take a slice of pizza and smile at Kairo. Thanks, Kai. Kairo smiles when he hears you call him by nickname, even though Virgil and other people already called him that. He seems much happier than you do. Yeah, no problem. I'm just a gentleman, unlike Virgil, who couldn't wait to eat. I don't blame him. If you're hungry, you're hungry. Virgil lets out a mumble with his mouth full of food. Carol and you laugh. Don't talk with your mouth full, Virgil. It's disgusting. Virgil swallows her food, it speaks. Wait, I thought. Okay, I'm gonna say Virgil swallows his food and speaks. You say it like it's crime. Because most of the it's because last time it was he. You say it like it was a crime. He. After a while, Cairo and Virgil leave your house. You spend the rest of the day cleaning and doing your homework until night falls. Your parents leave the house for a night to take care of some things. You're not too worried. You can take care of yourself. You're not a little girl anymore. You lie down in your bed and start scrolling through posters on You lie down on your bed and start scrolling for a post on Instagram. You see a post from your classmate going to parties and hanging out together. For a moment you feel jealous, but then you remembered the good times you had with Virgil and Kairo. You couldn't help but smile. Even Kairo was a weird guy. It was fun and you hoped you could spend more time with them. You put your phone aside and began to fall asleep. I could have sworn I saw something at the door. Your heart is beating a mile a minute, and you were scared. Whoever was behind your door seemed to be watching you. Was a ghost an intruder? You huddle in your bed, your body tense, and you feel a cold sensation running down your back. You search for anything around your bed and grab your phone to use as a flashlight. There's nothing there. You let out a sigh, trying to calm your heart. You turn off the flashlight and wind it back down, trying to get back to sleep. You stare at your phone until, after a long while, you finally manage to close your eyes again. But the cold feeling in your back is still there. Day 3. You don't even know how you fell asleep last night. You still felt scared because of what happened last night. But thinking about it made it more carefully, maybe it was just a pile of clothes or a dream. There was no point of overthinking it, right? So you simply got up and got ready to leave for school. You go downstairs to grab something random from the fridge before heading out the door. Your parents were still asleep, so you simply leave. You walk towards the school, completely spaced out as always, probably playing a song in your head, imagining a scenario where a handsome boy bumps into you and falls in love with you. I think I already have that. Or he would probably go kick probably plot the Gap Boy's murder, and then kidnap us. So you get lost in your thoughts and you laugh unconsciously, and you suddenly slow down, and then you feel someone bump into you. It's Cairo. The person behind you lets out a surprised sound. You quickly turn around. Of course it's him. Hello, Wyan. I wasn't expecting to see you. It almost seems like he was following me. Because he was? Hello, Cairo. I guess you're going to school? Yeah. Although, well, it's not necessary to go. And, well, I was wondering if... Would you like to hang out with me? And skip class? You got a little laugh and look at Kairo, noticing how his expression became even more timid when he hears you laugh. You don't seem like a type of person who skips class. I mean, I'm not going to force you. If you don't want to go, that's fine. I'll go with you. I guess missing one day of school won't hurt. I mean, the first day we wanted to skip, it's like we probably should have gone to school anyway. Right, the grades are already in. Besides, we're going on vacation in 2 days. I don't think it'll affect me. Really? Ah, that's great. So we can walk around for a while and talk. I can take you somewhere to eat if you're hungry. Kairo's voice sounded slightly shaky with excitement. Without thinking twice, he takes your hand and starts walking. I really wanted to spend time with you, Ryan. I mean, even though we were good friends, I feel like we don't know each other that well. And we consider us good friends. Huh. Is talking to me really that exciting? Kairo's expression softens as he turns completely towards you, look at you, as if you were something divine. To him we are. The trembling in his voice disappears, replaced by unsettling warmth and calmness. Talking to you is the most pleasant and exciting thing in the universe, YN. Kairo gradually squeezes your hand a little tighter. You stay quiet, processing the meaning behind his words until your hand starts to hurt. So you move slightly and speak. Thank you, Kairo. Should we get going? You tried to speak in your calmest tone, but Kairo's attitude made you feel nervous. Kairo realizes that he's holding your hand rather tightly and returns his timid attitude. Letting your hand go, but not completely, only holding it more gently. Yeah, I'm sorry. Let's go, YN. Kairo starts walking again, calculating the speed of his steps to make sure you walk beside him in the same pace. He glances at you with a furrowed brow, feeling somewhat guilty for holding you so tightly. Now he looks at you like a scolded puppy. Well, do you want to talk about anything in particular? You seem really excited. You try to cheer him up and let him know you're not upset. His eyes light up again. You're always so nice, YN. Oh, and well, I wanted to tell you that I found some sheet music for a really good song. I think I can learn it. Although some things still aren't clear to me, I also want to know if you like the song. Actually, more than anything, I want to know what kind of music you like. Can I write it down? If we're going to be bandmates, I want to adapt to your taste. So I'm gonna go with rock. I like rock. Especially Carry On My Wayward Son. Carry On My Wayward Son. I like rock. I feel like it has a lot of variety in its themes, and it carries the message of free expression. Besides, we're going to be a rock band, right? I feel like rock gives you more creative freedom when it comes to lyrics and melodies. Besides, it's divided into several branches. There's also pop, but it's actually pretty good music. You have good taste, YN. You have a very broad view of music. I don't know as much as you do, but I like all the kinds of music, although I have certain preferences for rock. Personally, I'm a huge Queen fan. I have several albums and merch. It's like, how about Kansas? I can show them to you sometime. Sounds good. You kind of walk around the neighborhood without any exact destination. Just walking around, talking about yourselves. Things like our age, favorite subjects, food preferences, which he probably already knows. And after walking around quite a while, you decide to take a break. You go to a nearby store and buy some drinks. Harold grabs a grape juice and you grab a strawberry soda. You leave the store and look for a shady its place to rest. Not far from there was a small park, so you go to sit on a bench under a tree. I think we went a little too far. Sorry about that. Don't worry, it's not a problem. Although, let me tell my mom where I am. Isn't she going to scold you for not being at school? Nah, she was the one who suggested I stay home this last week. Of course I say no. I said no. My mom's pretty way back. Besides, she'd rather I tell her I'm going somewhere else and scare her when I get home late. Your mom sounds like a great person. Oh, you're not wrong. Actually, she used to be in a band. All the instruments you see in the garage belong to her and her bandmates. That's a trouble, Wyan. Kairo seemed more serious than usual, even if he had touched a sensitive subject. My mother is weird. It's just... how weird. After saying that, Kairo seems to quickly regret. Lets out a sigh and smiled again. Is she on there too? Forget it. It's too early to bore you with that stuff. Do you want to listen to some music I have on my phone? You could notice the discomfort and something hidden in Kairo's face. He was hiding more things than he showed. You're curious, but you don't know if it's too personal or uncomfortable to ask. We'll ask Beth's mother. You decide to offer him your support. It's not like you were going to be his savior. But you already considered Kairo your friend, so you felt it was appropriate to offer your support. If something's bothering you, you could tell me. You could trust me. I'm not going to assume things or make fun of you, nor am I going to interfere. I'm not going to force you to tell me. But if you want to vent, you can do it with me, Kai. Are you sure? I really don't want to bother you with this. I'm serious, and I'm curious. You've been very kind and attentive to me. I want to offer you the same support. Corners of Kairo's lips curl into him with visible little smile as he looks at you warmly, suddenly saying thank you. Okay, although first of all, don't get the wrong impression of my mother. She's a great mom, and the best mom in the world, and the woman I respect the most in the world. But the thing is, she hurt me a lot, you know. Abuse? Okay, I'm gonna hug him. Although I know she doesn't do it on purpose. But 6 years ago she started distancing herself from me because of a problem. Like a problem. I even slept on the streets just because I felt even lonelier at home. It's ironic. She never talks to me. She always in her room talking to herself. I'm worried about her. The only gesture of care she gives me is to leave me the money my father gives me every morning. Although she doesn't even give it to me, she just lays on a table. She does everything she can to avoid seeing me. Okay, what happened? It's been years since I properly talked to her. I haven't even been able to hug her. I know she's suffering, but how can I help her if I don't feel okay myself? Kairo is on the verge of tears, and his voice is trembling. And never thought Kairo would be going through something like this. And from what he told you, he sounds like someone whose feelings are constantly invalidated. Not only by the people around him, but not only by his mother, but also by himself, seeing himself as ashamed and scared about talking about it. I try not to give it too much importance, but I can't stop thinking about it. My thoughts always come back to it. But you accepted me, remember? You were kind to me on the first day of school, even when everyone was pulling at me. And that makes you very special to me. So don't leave me too. You move closer to Kairo and hug him, gently rubbing his back, as you speak in a soft, quiet tone. It's okay, Kairo. You can cry. I'm so sorry, Kai. I know I can't fix it, but I want you to know that I'm here with you, okay? And I'm not going to leave you, I promise. Kairo breaks down crying on your shoulder, still making very little noise. But at least you can hear his soft sobs releasing at least a little on the knot of his throat. Thank you, Wyan. You don't know what this means to me. You're like an angel. I'm so sorry. I don't want you to have to carry such unnecessary information in your head. I'm so sorry. He hugged Kairo a little tighter, trying to calm him down. No, you don't have to apologize for Kai. Besides, I'm glad to know that way I could understand you better. You don't have to apologize to anyone. It's valid for you to feel this bad. Kairo seems to relax a little and pulls away from you, a hug just enough to look at you. I promise I won't disappoint you, Wyan. You don't have to promise. I insist, Wyan. Okay, but you don't need to prove anything to me. Just don't be afraid. At least not of me. Of course I will. Thank you, Wyan. I really appreciate it. He knows a big smile forming on Kairo's face before he pulls away from your hug. He wipes his tears with his forearm and his eyes, still looking somewhat embarrassed. There are your feelings better now, Kai? We can still get back to the music if you want. Yeah, I loved it too. So it's okay if I play something by Queen? Of course, I enjoy Queen's music. It always puts me in a good mood. Me too, I love Queen. Well, I guess you already noticed Kairo speaks with a smile while searching for songs on the phone before playing its playlist. It was one of my favorites. You take my breath away. I've noticed that a lot of people don't know it, but it's really beautiful. I know it. It's one of my favorites too, along with You and I. Queen has such romantic songs. It's not like I'm desperate for romance, but it's nice to imagine someone dedicating one of their songs to you. It would be like something out of a movie. Do you like serenades? I could sing you one for you sometime. Of course, if embarrassment doesn't get the better of me. Kairo glances at you with a slight, shy smile on his face, hoping his comment wasn't too forward. I mean, I wouldn't mind at all. You can't help but smile at the idea of Kairo singing a serenade for you. So far, Kairo has been quite the gentleman. He seems somewhat damaged. He hopes you can get to know him better as you spend more time together and be there to support him. As you get lost in your thoughts, analyzing Kairo and smiling softly, Kairo begins humming part of the song quietly without realizing it. Every time you make a move, you destroy my mind. And the way you touch, I lose control and shiver deep inside. When he realizes he was singing, he brushes the covered part of his face with one hand while still holding his phone with the other. You sing beautifully. Maybe you should sing in the band. Sing in the band. Me? No, I don't think I can. I'm not that good at singing. I mean, I like it, but I don't think I'm good enough. Probably far better me. Although, if you ask me to, I could try. The only song I memorize is Kyle's Mom is a Big Fat. Of course, we should have a rehearsal for that. By the way, are we rehearsing today? If we rehearse, Virgil and I could hear you sing. Kara frowned slightly when you mentioned Virgil, but doesn't say anything about it. Okay, I'll think about what songs I could sing. Okay then, how about we head back now? You can go back home and I'll go to mine. I'll also send Virgil a message so she can come to my house after school. Okay. So is she her? Okay. I'm sorry again for making you skip class. Don't worry, it's not a problem. Actually, I'm glad I got to talk to you more, Kai. Kairo smiles softly at you and gets up from the bench, offering you his hand, not to help you stand up, but as an invitation. Let's go, I'll see you home. I'll walk you home. And I also want to apologize to your mother. It's not necessary. She doesn't get upset over these things. Actually, I think my mom likes you, so don't worry about it. Your mother likes me? Well, I guess I'm more likable than I thought. No, she probably saw him stalking us and goes, dark romance. Well, she's reading dark romance. Even so, it's better if I take you home right now. Let's go lie in. You and Kairo walk back to your house, talking about trivial things and laughing every now and then. The atmosphere is quiet, calm, and even somewhat intimate after the moment you had just shared in the park. When you reach your street, you stop and turn to look at Kairo. He does the same, and you look at each other for a moment. You exchange glances until Kairo realizes he's been looking at you for too long and breaks the silence with his slightly shaky and awkward voice. We're almost there. If you want, you could head back home now. You don't need to walk me all the way to the door. Nonsense. I'm not going to let you walk alone. Anything could happen in those 20 meters. I insist I'll walk you there. Besides, I still want to apologize to your mother. Okay, appreciate it, Kai. You walk a few more meters in silence until you reach the door of your house. You enter your house and Kairo stays outside, leaning against the doorframe. Alright, is there anything you need before I go? No, don't worry. But if you want, you can send Virgil a message to her, let her know. We'll be rehearsing later. Okay, I'll text her. And, is your mother here? I really want to apologize. I don't think she's here, but don't worry too much. She won't be mad at you. Okay. Even so, give her my regards. They'll be coming back later anyway. But, well, I'll be going then. See you this afternoon, Ryan. See you, Kai. Kairo leaves, closing the door to your house behind him, and you keep smiling. You've been starting to feel uncomfortable with all this, and you don't want to be rude to Kairo, but it was enough. You extend your hand and place it on Kairo's chest, gently pushing him away. It's okay, just don't get too close. Kairo immediately steps back, but not completely. I'm so sorry, Ryan. Oh no, don't worry, it's okay. Just don't get too close out of nowhere. Let me know next time. Next time? Yeah, I'm sorry, of course. So, shall we get going? We have rehearsal. Kairo gets up and takes a sheet of the music to help you carry them to the living room. Are you carrying everything? Yeah. That's all of them. Good, let's go see Virgil. We don't want to keep him waiting any longer. Okay, that was him. Okay, Virgil's this, she, her, he, Kairo and you go downstairs to the living room, where Virgil was sitting on the couch, looking at you with a bemused expression. You two took so long. Kairo gives Virgil a small smack with the sheets before sitting down on the couch. Don't say stupid things. Kairo offers a sheet to Virgil. These are Hawaiian songs. Are they any good? Virgil takes the sheets and hums a couple of notes. I like it. You wrote this, Hawaiian? Yeah, there's just a few melodies. I thought we could start putting them together ourselves. Kairo leans towards Virgil as he gets a better look at the sheets. Hey, I don't understand any of this. Can you explain it to me? Yeah, of course. I have to explain all this sheet music stuff to you. We can do that first, and then start building the songs with the instruments. Sounds good to me. If you want, we can teach Kai. I have some music for the lyrics for the songs, so you can go over them and modify them if you want. Great, and then we can order some food. Don't you ever get tired of eating? I think you need to eat to survive, Kairo. When we were on our way here, you were eating a hot dog. Yeah, but I'm hungry again. Hot dogs don't fill you up And I mocked with Virgil. Food, food, food. He sit between them and hand Virgil a couple of sheets. Alright, let's eat after we finish this. The rest of the day was pretty peaceful. He taught Kairo everything he needed to know about music theory for the time being. It was pretty difficult to explain, but he seemed to understand the basics, and that was enough for now. Meanwhile, Virgil read what you had written for songs and wrote some additional things. The rehearsal went pretty well. Everyone practiced at least one measure of their part. Yeah, they still had a lot to prove. I'm pretty tired. You collapse on your bed and let out a long sigh. Your mind drifts through several moments from the day, and you smile. Spending time with your new friends was really nice. You cared about them a lot. Kairo was really close. I didn't dislike it, but I got really nervous. You exhaled in frustration, annoyed at yourself for not taking advantage of the moment with Kairo. It's like, because we like him. Your face turns red and you remember Kairo on top of your lap, so close. You had a chance to look at him more closely. You didn't regret looking down. You decided to get those thoughts out of your head for now and go to sleep instead. Even so, there's no doubt there will still be a next time. Okay, this is a... And that was Rockin' X Heart. I think there is another route now. So I'm for Virgil. So I'll do that next time. If you want my content, please consider subscribing if you haven't already. Comment down below and liking the video. See you guys next time.